What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome to another live stream, DUSTIN Daily Grind Fantasy. I wanted to go ahead. You guys know I love to do my little spiel before we get started, but it looks like there is some value that just hit the UD board. So rather than yapping a little bit, I want to see if we can go ahead and get this in. Anthony Santander. Oh, dude. UD has been a nightmare all morning when you have to refresh or anything. Anthony Santander, over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. This is straight from the Daily Grind Fantasy AI slip generator. We'll talk about it more here in a second. Under on perks. George Springer over singles. God, I tell you what, George Springer been popping up a lot lately. Leon over 0.5 total bases. Bingo, Pedro Leon. Tyra over 10 map 1 kills. Okay. Tyra over 10.5, and then that was Satu. What was that? 20 under 26.5 points plus rebounds. Yeah, bada bing, bada boom, just like that. I really hope that I got everything in. I'm gonna go ahead and put the link into the chat. Link is into the chat. Should be for both YouTube and Twitch. Gonna double check myself. Overs on the 3 there, 4 there. Only 2 unders are perks and Satu Sabali. Okay. Under. Bang. Bada bing, bada boom. So just like that, we logged in to Daily Grind Fantasy. The AI slip generator generated a slip for us, right? That is profitable over the long term. 14.82 or 14.02% profit margin. And we can see Tyra is set to 10.5 kills on Underdog, when set to 13.5, 3 kills higher on Hot Streak, minus 161 juice to the over of that 13.5 number. We get it at 10.5 here on Underdog. Sign me up. Perks 28.5, 4 kills off, but some lesser juice on Hot Streak. So some value on the under there. Now, hope you guys have been doing well. Yeah, hope you guys have been doing well. Been on vacation Thursday, Friday. Let me throw this on so that way I can hear if any of you guys do follow. Makes me end up talking louder, but all good. Yeah, was on vacation Thursday, Friday. Actually went down to the Keys, and I had a good time there for a couple buddies' birthdays, and it was a good time. It was a good time. So missed all the action basically Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Basically, really didn't even focus on placing any bets here and there. I was kind of tuning into what was going on Twitter, but really just focused on having a good time with the pals. So thank you guys for everybody that asked about my vacation. Appreciate that. Rennie, thank you so much for the follow on Twitch. Remember, make sure you guys are subscribed on YouTube if you are not subscribed already. Looks like we have like 80 people over there on YouTube right now. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button, and you guys smash the like button on the live stream as well, because that just helps in general, right? And then if you guys are over on Twitch, appreciate Twitch gang. If you guys are not following already, hit the follow button. We are very close to 800 followers on Twitch, almost close to the big 1,000 on Twitch. Really never thought Twitch was going to grow like that, so I appreciate everybody over there that has been supporting. Now, glad the vacation was good. It's nice to take a break. Yeah, honestly, the vacation kind of came at like the most perfect and ideal time, right? Football season, college football season starts this coming weekend. NFL very shortly after that. Well, I guess week 0 in college football, but still, college football starts. My favorite team actually is the very first game of the season. FSU kicks off against Georgia Tech on Saturday in Dublin, Ireland. To kick off the college football season, so super pumped for that. But yeah, it's a long, grueling like off season. Like DGF still crushed it. The AI sub generator crushed it, as you guys can see right in front of you. But it's gonna be nice to have that college football value, that NFL value to go along with MLB, the esports, etc. And then shortly behind that, NBA. So vacation to get in just in time to grind season, baby. Right? Get a little bit refreshed, and then it's grind season. We'll be gone this Friday. I actually have my fantasy football draft trip that we'll be doing. So I'll be doing that Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So Thursday will be my last day streaming and such of this week. But, I'll be live Monday through Thursday, posting tweets, videos, etc. So yeah, there's my Yaps session. I wanted to go ahead and make sure that we got in this slip here. That way we locked in some value because I didn't want to miss out on this. This is a really, really good slip. And of course, Daily Grind Fantasy's AI slip generator, if you guys don't know, it scans the market across the sports books and DFS apps to find value, and then builds out full plus EV slips for you to tail, right? So you don't have to do any thinking. All you do is simply load up the tool, get in the slips, and hit enter, right? Put in how much you want to play and hit enter. And if you do this over the long term, you just trust the AI slip generator, I promise you are going to be profitable. As you guys can see right underneath my head, it shows just over 1,525 units since launch 8/18. So a year ago yesterday. Insane. If you guys want access to any of the tools at Daily Grind Fantasy, including the AI Sub Generator or just the Optimizers, which is still profitable to do on your own, right? You can get a little bit more flexible with what books you like and trust compared to these DFS apps, etc. You guys get access using code DUSTIN for 25% off. I highly suggest getting involved right now if you guys have not already, because football season's here. There's no more waiting. If you were waiting till football season, now's the time. Lock it in with code DUSTIN. You get 25% off your first month of Daily Grind Fantasy. Love you guys. Happy to be back and grinding out some slips here and some content. Let's see. First comment I just seen was any flips, so we're gonna go that first. See if there is anything. Rivera, send me a DM on Twitter. I'll hook you up. Sports by Dustin on Twitter. I got you. Let's see. Brian Wu, -130, under 5.5 hits allowed on Fliff. We got basically every book outside of DraftKings -155 or higher. -130. I can see this being good value, right? If DraftKings comes up to this -160-ish, like this should be okay, which I believe is probably going to happen. Right now, we have 4 different books that are agreeing this should be set higher. I'm willing to jump on Brian Wu, under 5.5 hits allowed, a little early here on Fliff. So let's do that. So Brian Wu for the Mariners against the Dodgers here. Bang. Just lock that in. -130 on Fliff. Let's go, baby. You got Wu at -125. Crushables. Nice. I didn't get it earlier today. I just happened to see this a second ago. I was like, okay, we might be able to hit this on stream, and it wasn't as good as it is now, even, right? I believe one of these other books were closer to this -140 area, and now they've adjusted. So we can see kind of where the market is going with this play, and Fliff is still not adjusting to where the rest of the market is. I would not. So somebody says, what's your favorite / most profitable book? I'm strongly considering deleting PrizePicks, but man, the promos are hard to beat. Promos, as far as the limits, are tough, but I would not suggest deleting PrizePicks. I would suggest having every single DFS app or sportsbook you can, because there's different value at different times across all of these books. And when you're line comparing, like we do here on the stream or using Daily Grind Fantasy, you want to be able to see where you can get the best possible value. And not all the time is it going to be on Underdog, right? It's going to be on PrizePicks sometimes. Sometimes the best value is going to be on ParlayPlay, etc. Probably not often on ParlayPlay, let's be honest. But you get what I'm getting at. You want to have access for whenever that value does pop up on that book, especially NFL season. Let me pull this up. I know a lot of you guys follow me on Twitter. I know you guys might have seen this already, but for those of you that didn't, This is the type of stuff that I'm looking to find in college football or in NFL, and it happens all the time.
In my last PrizePicks TikTok, I told you to do this. USC quarterback Caleb Williams came in on PrizePicks at 270.5 pass yards, but was 305.5 on Underdog, a discrepancy of 35 yards. Therefore, you should middle this. Take the over of 270 on PrizePicks and the under of 305.5 on Underdog. And if he lands in the middle, you win both bets. Good news, if you listen to me, Caleb Williams ended at 278 pass yards, cashing both bets. This is going to be happening all college football season, and I'll be using the Daily Grind Fantasy Optimizer to find these discrepancies and get them in before the bumps. If you like sports betting content...
All right, you guys get the point. This happens often, right? Sometimes it's gonna move quick. So, in general, football season's nuts, right? Not often are you gonna see DraftKings and FanDuel 35 yards off from each other on a given day, right? For a quarterback. But Caleb Williams, this was week 0 of last year. We're coming up on week 0 this year, right? And this is the type of value you can expect to see. 270.5 on PrizePicks, 305 on UD. You ask me, I see those two lines. Which line's right? I'm not going to be positive on who's right, PrizePicks or Underdog, of where this line should be. There's no sports books that had a line at that time. But that is an insane middling opportunity, 35 yards, right? That can be hit in multiple ways at 35 yards discrepancy. So a middling opportunity was good. However, let's just say that Underdog came in at 305.5, and then FanDuel and DraftKings drop a line. They're at 305.5. Clearly, PrizePicks is off at 270.5, right? So you'd only want to play the over of 270.5 rather than middling it, right? Because you are so sure at that point. You have 3 different data points that are telling you that this should be 305.5, right? PrizePicks is the only outlier in that situation. I would only play the over 270 on PrizePicks because it seems that line really should be set to 305, and that would be the correct line. If you want to take a chance to middle it, do your thing. But personally, if I know that this specific book is the only one that is off, I'm just going to play the one side of it and trust the market. But I say all that, and I show you that to get you guys excited on what to see in college football and NFL this year. I know that you guys, a lot of you guys are new to Plus EV betting, new to using the tools, but that's stuff that we will see. We'll see receivers' receptions set to 5.5 on the sports books. You get it at 4.5 on these DFS apps sometimes, right? So clear value. One full reception in the NFL moves the needle a lot. Stuff like that will happen all the time, and you want to be able to have every single book you can. Let's see. PrizePicks lifted your limits, very weird, but you'll take it. Hey, why not? Taj Bradley play. Did I miss something with Taj Bradley? On Fliff, hang on. I might be tripping. I don't know. Oh, you're saying Taj Bradley played on Fliff last night. Minus 115. You guys got it now. Minus 195. That's nuts. That's really, really good value. Taj Bradley, I believe I had the over in fantasy score earlier on Underdog, I believe. ParlayPlay promo. Done with the home run promo now. Haven't seen it since Friday. Oh, I don't know. What app am I using for fantasy? I like the ESPN fantasy app for sure. Awful weekend for MLB. Tough. Hey, maybe a good weekend to take off. All right. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's go ahead and build out some more slips. We got our AI generated slip for Underdog. Let's see. We got anything else? This is a lot of the same plays, but if you missed the Underdog one earlier, I suggest you get this in. It's basically the same slip we have, but we had a couple different plays. This De La Cruz play we did not have. Mason we did not have. Other than that, this is still the same. So I would suggest getting this in. This is a really profitable slip if you didn't already play the other slip. Yeah, go for it. Screenshot this or you can scroll back and look in to get this in, but I'm going to go ahead and move on from it since majority of the people were already in this chat. and got the slip in the beginning. So just go ahead, fire away from the AI slip generator. Now, we can look to see where there's some value on prize picks and build out a slip from there. Seth Lugo, 33.5 fantasy score. Seems to be off by around 3 fantasy score from the rest of the market, what they would have this at, right? There's obviously no fantasy score market on DraftKings, Caesars, Bovada, etc. However, by taking into consideration the even lines for the player props that make up pitcher fantasy score or hitter fantasy score, you can kind of come to a conclusion on the back end where they would have this set to. So off whenever you take that into consideration. Sabalenka over 4 breakpoints 1. It's a very heavy push potential prop, right? Being that DraftKings believes this is very favored to hit the over of 3.5. So obviously really heavy push potential. If that's something you're okay with playing, then that's something you could get in as well. We got a lot of fantasy scores, a lot of these unders. Satu Sabali, we could get over 7 rebounds, 0.5 off from the even lines on a couple other DFS apps / sportsbooks. Let's do this maybe. Let's go ahead with Seth Lugo under 33.5. Let's start there. What's going on, man? I swear PrizePicks and Underdog have just been glitching. Oh my god. Dude. How long? How long? There's no shot, right? What are we doing here? Thank you, I guess. Thank you. If you guys were curious if I was AI or not, there you go, right in front of your face. I am not AI. I'm a real person. My name is Dustin, and I'm a real person. I'm going to go ahead and use Sabalenka in this slip. I still cannot believe that PrizePicks doesn't have a search all button. That's beyond me. 4.5 breakpoints 1. Give that a quick refresh real quick. And then from there, Gavin Stone under 29.5. Could go with that. Or Harrison under. We have 3 data points here. Hang on. So we can go Kyle Harrison under, or we have 3 data points, or we can go with Gavin Stone under 29.5. Only 2. This is kind of getting thrown off. This is kind of getting thrown off. I'd almost rather go Kyle Harrison here under 30. Kyle Harrison under 30 fantasy score. We can go Adolis Garcia and Brian Reynolds at this moment. Still going to be full plus EV slip. Adolis Garcia over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. And then I forgot already who I just said. Brian Reynolds over fantasy score. Now, Pirates. We don't have anybody going up against Pirates. No. Over 6.5. A little bit of stack on the overs there. Like that. Let's see. Do we got one more? Let's go Tanner Houck. Yeah, let's go Tanner Houck over 4.5 strikeouts. Wait, hold on. We might be able to do something else here. Over 4.5 strikeouts. Yordan Alvarez over 0.5 hitter strikeouts. Let's take out Reynolds and do this. I don't believe we should get a payout shift. I don't believe that payout shifts. For Arena, it's not going to payout shift. I can see that. Okay, well, Yordan literally just got pulled just like that. Is that right? Okay, well then, We'll go with Reynolds. That was going to be some positive correlation. Looks like we're not going to get it. Okay, PrizePicks is like in the middle of updating, it seems like. It's getting... Never seen that before. The way that just popped up, never seen that. Yeah, it might have, but I'm also not sure. I think it still would have been... I'm not positive it would have payout shifted. I don't know. It shows it, but then it doesn't payout shift, so I'm not 100% positive on that. But nonetheless, still a full profitable slip using Daily Grind Fantasy. Even though we're dipping into some orangish, yellowish orangish plays here on the optimizer, still getting... Oh, we missed Sabali. I wanted to get that in. It's all good. We're already on her under points plus rebounds. I still would have been fine taking her on the over of 7 rebounds right there, because you can see the rest of the market has it 0.5 higher. You get it here. She could still go over 7 rebounds, but under points plus rebounds that we got in our UD slip. That's a real thing and happens. New promos on Underdog. All right. They updated the share link. Yeah, I put it in the chat. I figured that out. Hopefully you guys were able to JK, yeah, it's up to you. JK says, Dustin, should we keep the... Well, the way you asked it was a little hard to exactly read, but should we keep our same units or our units consistent for slips off the AI slip generator, even for the higher profit margin plays? It's really going to be up to you if that's something you want to increase based off of how good the slip is, right? On the AI slip generator, you can do that, but I keep it consistent throughout, right? I play my 1 unit on it and go from there. Whether it's 2% or 11%, I stick with my 1 unit. But if that's something that you want to risk yourself by either playing a higher unit or a lesser unit, depending on the percentage profit margin, then it's up to you. That's kind of like, guys, there's not an exact rule book for plus EV betting or how to do this, right? I can kind of steer you in the right direction, right? What I'm comfortable with, the books that I'm okay with line comparing to, or how many minimum data points I have, or just comparing to hot streak for these esports plays, might not be something that you're comfortable with exposing yourself to or basing your plays off of, right? But over the long term, we're going to end up in the same spot as long as you're doing this right, playing at volume, and you are still managing your bankroll, right? Don't stray from it. Don't go rampant. MLB was bad this weekend, right? And then Sunday night, you're like, man, I'm down units this weekend. That's kind of sucks. Don't just go throw a DGen parlay out there. Like, that's not how you're going to win it back. What up, Trident? What up, baby? One more question, Dustin. So, when it says arena slips on the AI slip generator, I don't know the exact math. I'll be honest. And maybe I can get with Matt and see kind of where we're at on the math on it. But if it says arena, it's for sure, obviously, a profitable play in arena user states only. The payouts are slightly different, which makes it a little bit different for regular PrizePicks users, which I know is majority. However, if it's a higher profit margin play, it probably could be plus EV on PrizePicks. But at that point, you might as well you'll see there's going to be a 5-pick and a 6-pick if it's really basically the same play or playable on both sides. You'll see a 5-pick for regular users, and then you'll see a 6-pick for arena users because it's going to be the better payout or the better slip type at that moment. 140 watching, 22 likes, 118 lame asses watching, Todd says. Todd's calling people out. Todd on YouTube is calling people out. That is not my words. That is Todd in the chat. But I appreciate you firing away, trying to get some people to hit the like button. We could hit 50 likes. We got 100 plus people. We could hit 50 likes on YouTube. And if you're not already following on Twitch, hit the follow button. Would appreciate it. And subscribe on YouTube. Oh, so James, we have that number. Anything over 4.5 profit margin on arena is mathematically profitable in non-arena states. I actually didn't even know that. Look at James spitting some knowledge on me. I leave for 4 days, and James is gonna be like, "We've known this for like a week now, or whatever it is." I leave for 4 days, and now it's came out. Sweet, good to know. You just go on vacation. Well, yeah, I'm on vacation, James. All right. I don't have time to be worrying about profit margins on vacation. I'm worried about, margaritas. All right. Let's see if we have some more slips here. Obviously, the AI slip generator got nothing on it after that refresh. But let's go to our other apps. So we got a UD play. We got a parlay play. Wait, we got a PrizePicks play. We got a Underdog play. Let's check out ParlayPlay. See if there is any value. Obviously, been a little rough on ParlayPlay with value. I'm assuming Bobby Witt Jr. is a boosted payout there. Let's see who they got. Ellie, Lindor, Bobby Witt. Yep, boosted payout. Exactly. Todd's got it. So none of these are really plus EV. And somebody said that they don't have the 10x home run promo right now. Ooh, they probably got cooked a few times. I'll be honest there. We'll check out Better, see if there is anything on Better. Usually not a lot of value, at least during the times whenever I'm streaming on Better. Kevin Stone under 5.5 pitching strikeouts. Guys, you can see this. Minus 5.5, average odds of about minus 140 across the market. If you're playing this in a 6-pick insured slip or 5-pick insured slip, you're getting a play that's almost minus 150 at minus 121. But there's really nothing to go with it. Santander over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Pretty low on this, odds percent to hit compared to what we're looking for. But these are the top plays currently on Better. Check out Fliff again, see if we got anything. Better's down for maintenance. Okay, well, wasted my time there. Ooh, Joe Boyle. Under 2.5 walks allowed. Plus 130. We got plus 120, plus 120, plus 110. Dude. First off, oh wait, what's this? Minus. Okay, I'm not in love with either of these. Not in love with either of those necessarily. But like, first off, a walk line at 2.5 is nuts. A walk line at 2.5 is nuts. If these were plus 110, I might jump on this a little early. Dude. Yeah, I'm not going to touch it just yet. I would like to see these, move a little bit. You guys know, with these kind of like really close to plus EV, but not plus EV just yet plays, I like to kind of gauge the market first before placing something, right? If I see these move down, then I'm like, okay, I could see that the market is trending towards this direction. I'm okay with jumping on this a little bit early and at least getting the best possible number at that time. But then we're still taking a risk that the market could move back to plus 130, and then we're not getting value. But you guys get what I'm getting at. You guys get what I'm getting at with that. Somebody said it's back up now. Well, you can see there was nothing really there. Somebody had mentioned rebet very early on in this chat. What in the world? That is just a crazy difference in odds everywhere. From minus 3,500 to minus 2,000 to minus 1,408. Nothing too crazy here on rebet. All right. Well, here's a slip if you guys didn't get the one in earlier. We might be able to build something out on Underdog again, kind of on our own. Mason, we didn't play. I haven't played at least Mason. Perks got bumped down from 28.5 to 28. Okay, yeah, we can get something in here. Hang on. Ooh, Jordan Love, pass yards. Just kidding. We're not playing that just yet. Rutschman, Wookie Bets. Okay. So that's dipping a little low, but we still should be fine if we get some of these top plays. And let's build out a slip. Let's do it. Let me refresh UD. It's not going to load. Then I'm going to have to clear this. And then re-enter it because I don't know what's going on with these DFS apps today. Like, they must all be coming out with some type of update. I don't freaking know. Yeah, we're going to start off with Mason over 12 map 1 kills. Obviously, you got some push potential there. Don't love that, but we'll get with it because we seen that hot streak set to 14.5, juicing the over, so 2.5 kills higher, and we get it at minus 116 in a 6-pick slip, as you guys can see here. So we'll get that 28.5. So we'll be doubling down on that. Let's go with beta under 28.5 here. So basically the same thing. Under 28.5. What else we got? What else we got? Undefined. It's gonna be the same game, I bet. Yep. Let's keep going. Tanner Houck under 28.5. I think we've already talked about and played Kikuchi, or at least I did earlier. Gosman under. Let's do Gosman under. Betts and Rutschman for sure. So Gosman under 18.5. Betts under runs. Did I spell that wrong? You guys know I'm terrible at spelling, to be honest. And then let's snag one more. Played that. Yeah, we could play Gavin Stone. We could play Houck. Let's go with Houck. I'm gonna give him one more refresh. Houck under. Hey, appreciate the follow there. Appreciate the follow on Twitch. Luke asks, do I see a decent amount of value on Sleeper? Well, first off, before I get to that question, I put the link into the chat. I'm leaving the slip up, as you guys can see here. Make sure you guys tail. It's in the chat. There you go. Says, do you see a decent amount of value on Sleeper overall? Trying to figure out if it's worth getting. Why not get it? Why not get it? They have promos all the time. I think Wednesdays are their best promos days. Typically, they're going to have more promos with football season starting up. Highly suggest getting every single app you can get. no matter what. Because even if they don't have every single day value, you can keep a little bit lesser of a bankroll over there than you do maybe some of your other apps that have more value, and take advantage of the promos no matter what. They are giving you very high % chance plays to hit or free squares, and you can get those in and make money just off of promos. That's basically the only thing usable for Sleeper, because they're a dynamic payout platform, and sometimes they are very, very in tune and in line with the market, and you're not able to find much value on that app for that reason, right? They adjusted the money coming in on their overs and unders. You got to stay in tune with the market. So overall, yes, you should have it because you can take advantage of the promos. Let's go, baby. What up? IDC, curious, how did you end up finding the stream? Did you find the stream based off Twitter? Curious. Rennie, hopefully you were able to find the link there. You asked for the full slip. Put it in the chat. Oh, you guys, big news in the Dustin household. Big news. My son, who I have posted one clip of my son on Twitter before. Typically, I don't really post, actual pictures and such of my children. But my son, he is just over 2 years old, about 2 years, 3 months, and he is a good athlete at his age. He hits the golf ball well. He can catch and throw a football really well, and he smacks the hell out of a baseball and can field ground balls and working on Keo catching in the air. But he has his first ever soccer game practice thingy. Don't really know what to expect, if it's like a game or they're just kind of teaching him a little bit. But his first ever little soccer event tonight. Pumped with that. It's got a little jersey and everything. It's gonna be sick. Yeah, you guys probably don't care. Whatever. I'm hyped. Being a dad is the best thing in the world. So, a dad and your son starting to play a sport, come on now. It's everybody's dream. Appreciate it. Can't wait to bet on your son. That's my D-gens. There they are. There we are. What is the odds to score? I don't even know if it's a game, to be honest with you. I don't even know if it's a game. I'm going to refresh the AI sub generator. Yeah. So there's nothing else there. Remember, guys, get in. It's football season. Get in with Daily Grind Fantasy before you start missing out on these plays coming out. Week 0 college football, NFL very, very, very soon, near future. Code Dustin will get you guys 25% off your first month. So if you guys go ahead, use that. Would appreciate it. Oh, wow. Sorry, Dustin. Taking your son's under if there's value on it. Son just got bumped. Oh, my God. You guys are funny. All right. I think that's going to be it for the stream. Appreciate everybody that tuned in on Twitch and YouTube. I love you guys. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys follow on Twitter @SportsByDustin.